Good Monday afternoon, and God, I do thank you for the opportunity just to say, God, I thank you. We know what our eyes see, we know what our ears hear, but we can allow ourselves to be put in a place where we can set that aside and be made to believe whatever it is we want to believe. We are Americans, and our president speaks for the American people. And I'm going to speak based on my opinion and also based on what I heard. On Friday afternoon, I had the opportunity, after listening to what the Supreme Court came back with concerning the tariffs, and our president basically losing something that was extremely important to him, the tariffs war. I saw our president get on the world stage, and my opinion, he embarrassed us as a country. There was no diplomacy. I saw a much more mature man who is holding the highest office in the land basically throw a temper tantrum. My personal opinion, that's what I saw. And it was all because they did not decide to give him what he wanted. That comes with the territory. This is why this branch, our government, is a democracy. It's not a dictatorship. There are checks and balances on all branches of the government. And our president has allowed himself to believe, and he's been given that mindset based on some of the other branches of the government relinquishing their constitutional rights. Keyword there, Constitution. My opinion, our president will speak on the Constitution, but I don't really believe he believes in the Constitution, only because the Constitution stands in his way of being able to do whatever it is he chooses to do. The tariffs, my opinion, he's upset about this, and he understands beyond a shadow of a doubt this is not good for us, the American people. But by having the power that he basically gave himself, and he was not checked about it until the Supreme Court got involved, and they took their time about doing it, but they did it. It allowed him the opportunity, the art of the deal. I will extend a certain amount, an extraordinary amount, against your country that will affect us, and you make a deal with me, and it allows me the opportunity to enrich me, my family, and I don't really care what it does to the American people, but I love America. I love my people. Again, it's all based on what you want to believe and what you actually see. He's upset. And again, my opinion, tantrums are now being thrown. Because if you go against me, you're the worst person that could have ever been created. But if you side with me, you become the yes man. You're perfection. Make that make sense. Think about that. How many, and some of us do, how many of us have that friend, or have those friends that are yes friends? And I want you to really be honest with yourself. Those yes friends, What have you actually accomplished? How have you grown by having those yes friends in your life? A true friend is someone that will let you know when you're wrong. They'll call you out. They'll check you. But that person who will co-sign, you're basically being utilized for the greater good. And in these cases, in most cases, based on what's going on, in my opinion, based on the presidency, the government, I'm afraid to go against you because of what it may do to me and my upward crawl to get to wherever I'm trying to go. It's not about you, not about us, the American people. My opinion. I've said all that to say, tomorrow is the State of the Union. And you're probably going to hear people tell you not to watch it. Well, I'm going to tell you different. I feel you should. I feel you should because we are Americans. It's going to be an hour, maybe longer, of a lot of untruths. And we're going to know when the untruths are being told. But, as I said earlier, your eyes will see and your ears will hear. And you'll know, but will you allow yourself to actually see we have a problem? Or will you choose to fall in line because you've decided you don't want to be a part of the truth based on our leadership? My opinion. I'm saying you should look at the State of the Union so that you actually hear what's being said instead of getting second and third hand information. If you haven't listened to a press conference, I'm not going to tell you it's going to be the easiest thing you've ever dealt with. But it's something that needs to be done because this is our country. And it's technically being destroyed to enrich a few, the 1%, my opinion. This is also an opportunity for us to get ourselves in a position to become educated. Get registered to vote. The midterms are coming. But also pay attention and understand whatever rules that are put in place, be ready to deal with those rules. Educate yourself on what those rules may be so that you can go in there and let your voice be heard, because it's truly that important. And yes, every election is that important, but this one is even that more important. We're being told that the economy is the greatest it's ever been. We're being told that we're all making more money. We're being told that the tariffs are helping us financially. That's what we're being told. But you know just as well as I do, you know the truth. But if you're choosing to follow that, then you've chosen. So it doesn't matter what's going to be said. You've decided, I want to follow this, but here's where it gets fun. When reality actually sinks in, and it has, but it gets a little bit thicker, then the only person you're going to be able to truly blame, and try to do it a different way. You can blame the source, but then you got to look in the mirror and take responsibility because you chose to see, hear, but accept how you were being directed instead of what you heard and what you saw. My opinion. The State of the Union, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Go ahead and start planning to be available to see this. because you need to. Be blessed.